Can you see anything?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
You can see the lights. It's
if
not.
If you want me to turn on one of the,
I don't feel like that's. I don't feel like that's necessary.
Okay.
This is an after dark vlog, so.
An after dark vlog.
They can just deal with it.
Yes, they can. You don't want to see my ugly face anyway.
Yeah.
You get to hear my ugly voice instead.
Yep. And I feel like the topics of discussion will be enough that you don't really need to see everything. I feel like the aesthetic of driving at night.
The what?
Aesthetic.
The what?
Aesthetic. Stop it.
It's not aesthetic.
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 Aesthetic. Excuse me.
There is no ass in aesthetic. Not unless you want there to be.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we're already off to a great start. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So, anyways.
Assuming that's all you wanted to say.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So we're on the way home. Well, to my home, and then he's going to go to
my home. I do have a home, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm not always on the road, it just seems like.
So, do you want to tell him what we did today, or?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I don't know if you can see my dashboard right now. My trusty Fusion here is about to turn 250,000 miles. Woo!
Yeah.
So what we did is we went down to Ashland, Kentucky, and I bought a 1986 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Coupe, which is down getting some new tires right now, and I'm going to have it fixed up a little bit, and then I will drive it home.
Yeah.
So, actually, today did not involve buses until we met up with Adam.
No.
Until the very end.
Because originally he had asked me if I wanted to go to Mike and B's with him.
Yeah.
And then it changed, and I said, why the heck not? I don't have anything going on. So, I mean, we did see a few buses on the road, but for the most part, it was all that until we, like you said, met up with Adam.
Let's see, which ones did we see? We saw the green Wayne S series.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Which I don't think anybody has seen before.
No, I'll put in a picture of it for them so they can see it.
We saw a couple of C2s out and about.
Yeah.
Fairland, and I forget where the other one was. We saw those Rock Hill Thomas 3800s.
Yeah. Wasn't one of those C2s, didn't we think it was getting delivered?
Yes, because there was a Thomas or Ohio Cat delivery van right behind it.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to get a picture of us being delivered, but oh well.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of happened upon us. And then, did we see anything else? I mean, we saw those little, did you already say those little Freightliners?
Oh, yeah, the Pike County Board of DD or whatever.
Yeah. And then we went with Adam to both garages from his school district, so, yeah, we got pictures. I didn't film anything because, I was taking pictures. Looking back, I probably should have tried to film something, but, we're here now.
Yep.
Filming this.
I was surprised by how much retired stuff they had on the lot. How many buses did Adam say they had back there?
Oh God,
like 30 or so.
Yeah, it was a big number, and a lot of them have been sitting there.
One thing that always catches me off guard is seeing like all these relatively new C2s being retired.
Yeah.
I still can't get over it.
Right, me neither.
For a long time they were considered like this brand new shiny modern bus, and here they are being retired.
That's why, it's just, it really is weird to see C2s getting retired, and especially when they get parted out like that one that was at Mount Sterling that we saw.
Yeah, that's right.
Went there
without the engine.
Yeah. I'll put a card in so you guys can go watch that if you want to. But, yeah, it's C2s being retired. Interesting. So, got anything else?
Well, on that note, I'm just going to tell them what we were discussing earlier, why we're not going to 422 sales.
Yeah.
Which is because...
Well, can I say real quick before we get into that, branching back to Mike and B's, we might, next Friday, we might be going up there. So,
we'll try to get up there.
Maybe expect a few tours. This time I'm going to do more than just tours of FEs, I promise. So, You're probably
Don't
right.
lie. No, you won't.
But anyways, go ahead on with what you're saying.
Yeah, so we were talking earlier about why we're not going to the famous 422 sales auction in Pennsylvania. Because I proposed that we go to Mike and B's on Friday, and then go to the 422 sale on Saturday, because it's maybe 2 hours away from Mike and B's.
Yeah.
And the reason why there's not much point in going anymore is because it's all the same modern buses now.
Right.
Like you've got your second gen CEs, your newer Visions, your C2s. Every once in a while you'll get some of the older Bluebird 3800s, or there's still a bunch of Thomas Freightliners from Pennsylvania contractors.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot from what people like Ryan have told me. It's a lot different from what it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Not only in prices, but also in
variety. Yeah,
because the fleets now are so homogeneous.
Right.
Excuse my French, but
they're all, either C2s, CEs, Visions, or a mixture of all three. But it's like we see all those so much, so it's not like it's going to be filled with Waynes or Carpenters or Amtrans or whatever.
And one other thing I've noticed recently at the 422 sales I've been to is that for whatever reason they're selling more broken buses. Like they're selling buses that do not run and drive.
Yeah.
Like we were looking at like the writing they have on the windows at the last auction. There were some that didn't even run. They were like, yeah, we parked it here and now it won't start, but yeah, it's still for sale.
Yeah, still gonna sell it.
Go ahead and buy it. Like I feel like they wouldn't have done that back in the day.
Right.
But yeah, it's a shame that we missed some of the cool stuff.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, we could sit here and be nostalgic all day.
Yeah.
Actually, we have been sitting here getting nostalgic all day. So,
yeah, that's true.
Here we are.
Yeah, so pretty much for this video, that's just what we're doing. And then I'm gonna, if we can remember, we're gonna...
In 14 miles.
In 14 miles, yeah, we're gonna record the car hitting 250. So, yeah. It's focused now. All right, so you guys can see it, 249,997.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna stay on this until it hits 250.
You know what happens when it hits 250?
What?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right.
Hopefully it keeps on going.
Yeah, hopefully.
We don't get like a phone call from Ford saying, congratulations, your warranty is now officially void. 6 times over.
Yeah.
I got another... I can't remember what it was for, but I got another recall notice for this car in the mail
Really?
the other day. It was one of those ones where they say there's been a recall, but they don't tell you when when it's going to actually come into effect.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the parts in it. But, see if they have any buses here. This looks like a good spot for buses. Any buses?
Oh, we're at 998. So yeah.
Fun stuff.
Got anything else to say while we're waiting?
Not really, apart from I have no idea where we are.
Oh.
Because this is a since we're going to your house instead of mine.
Yeah.
This is a completely different way than I usually go. I usually go along the river, either on the Ohio side, or I go up the AA highway back to my house.
I don't know. That's odd.
Adam would probably know where we are, but he's not here.
Yeah.
So, and it's dark. So
yeah.
maybe not.
I don't know. Cool.
We haven't run out of things to say, have we?
Nope.
Oh,
not at all.
No, I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible.
Just trying to keep it slightly steady.
Got a tripod in the back seat.
Yeah, it's too late for that. I mean, it really doesn't. Oh, $9.99.
$9.99. There we go.
$249, $9.99. But anyways, like, it doesn't really matter because it's just. I mean, they can see what it's, but it doesn't matter that it's shaky.
Yeah. You know, that was one thing that I meant to put on the race bus that I never did.
Yeah.
Because I had a little clamp that screwed onto the dashboard and had the little screw thing for a tripod mount on the bottom of my camera.
Yeah.
I was going to mount a camera to the dashboard and do like a in-bus racing view.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. I couldn't get it to mount correctly.
That's a shame.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe next year. I keep waiting for it to just go. Yeah.
Speaking of race buses, Baby Shark.
Oh my God.
Baby Shark. For 2 years, it's been stuck in my head.
Yeah.
At least they didn't play it when I was out on the track.
Well, they played it at the first race. Oh, there we go, 250.
Yay! 250,000.
What do you know?
Car.
Yep.
Yay! You're officially fully depreciated.
So, yeah.
Wasn't that worth waiting for?
It really was.
Totally worth waiting.
He's got me with my van. He's got over 7,000 miles above what I've got. So, yeah. Wasn't it at one point, like back in June, when you came over for those work days, like we were all talking and I had the most mileage?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
But I mean, to be fair, you don't take your van on the highway anymore.
And to be completely honest, in its current state, I wouldn't want to do that.
No, I feel
it works fine, you know, as an A to B type thing, in like to the storage lot. But I wouldn't want to take it on a really long trip in its current condition.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the door might fall off.
Watch this video so I can make some AdSense and buy a new car.
Or repair his numerous rust
not
issues.
worth it. It's not worth it.
Buy some of that like spray foam stuff and just spray.
You know what? You remember when we went to McAllister and someone had just spray painted over the rust? I'll just get some silver metallic mist.
That's why it's called Rust-Oleum, right?
And just paint over it. But
exactly.
Yeah. So I feel like that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I don't really have much else to talk about.
No.
Do you have any parting thoughts?
Trying to think if there are any other interesting points of conversation we were talking about today, and I really don't think there were. Apart from the funny fact that Adam doesn't know the difference between a GMC and a Chevy.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is funny.
That is funny. It's hilarious.
Apart from that, yeah. And the bizarre paint scheme on the church bus that we didn't get to see.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, here's something else. We were talking about the converted bus in the storage lot.
Oh.
What we thought about.
Yeah.
So we're still. He's not keen on showing the plate, but I'm going to.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to beat it out of him
just in case. Well, I can show you the plate. I just don't want it on a video in case the owner happens to find it and has an issue.
Yeah. I mean, if they do, they know where to find you.
Yeah, that's true.
Just knock on bus 66. He's probably in there.
Probably. But yeah, like, because as we had discussed earlier, I had a friend from Canada who said that they thought it was an old, Canadian bus.
Yeah, and we were saying...
Yeah, go ahead.
We're pretty sure U.S. buses can go up to Canada. Like, they can be exported to Canada. But we were both saying we've never seen a Canadian bus come down to the U.S.
Right. And I'm pretty sure that at some point that same friend who said it might be a Canadian bus had told me, because I was kind of interested in trying to get a Corvette conventional at some point, but he had told me that wasn't I couldn't bring it into the United States. So that's why I was, kind of interested about that,
Yeah. I'm not really sure, because I know for transit buses, there's almost no Gillig transit buses in Canada for whatever reason, because I forgot the actual reason, but it's something to do with exporting them from the United States. I don't know what the what the specific ins and outs of the border split are.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are some specific rules that you have to
Right.
obey. We were saying it looks like maybe either a Wisconsin bus or a Michigan bus.
Yeah.
Due to where the rust was and the four ways.
Right. And we also agreed that the paint job was actually really nice.
Yeah.
And I do think, like you had said, the fact that they went in and actually painted the bird and the visor.
I like that. I love the streamer.
Because most people that convert just, paint over it.
Yeah.
They don't really think about it. So, like, I know when I see like a schoolie or a conversion that, they took the time to tape it off and actually paint the color of the bird and the streamer, either keep it black or make it a color to fit with the bus.
Mm-hmm.
It always looks nice.
Yeah.
And that's with anything. Like, even if it's not a Bluebird, like if somebody takes the time to keep the roof logo of whatever it is intact, I always appreciate that. Or they get new roof logos or whatever it might be.
It's just a matter of attention to detail.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see.
But yeah, I'll also card that video of that bus so you guys can see that if you'd like to.
We both like the fact that from what we can both tell, it seemed like it was intentionally painted up to look like an old Winnebago or like an old RV or something.
Right.
Which is fine by us.
Yes. I know I was definitely surprised to see it there because, like, when I had pulled in to the storage lot, to go see my buses that day, I had seen something that kind of looked like a roof line of a bus. And I was like, it's probably just an RV. But, pulled around the corner, and sure enough, a Bluebird 3800 was sitting right there. So, and then what followed was the video that you guys have saw, and then if you've been on my Flickr, you probably saw the pictures of it. But yeah.
You have to wonder if maybe they were driving by and they saw your buses in the storage lot. Maybe that gave them the idea to put it in there.
Yeah, I mean, that could be true because, like I've always said, like, I always was like, I'm the only person with buses here right now.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a Bluebird there before I was there that you can see on Google Maps. It's some kind of transit. I'm assuming probably a TC2000 from maybe Middletown.
Makes sense.
But I was always thinking eventually somebody's going to come in here with a bus, and they did. So it'll be interesting to see if we ever are there on the same day.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just to show off each other's buses.
Yeah.
Do a little meet and greet or whatever.
Yeah. Because I feel like, if they're there, whatever, with their bus, and I just start driving around with my bus, they're obviously going to be like, oh, that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
take a look at it. I'm also kind of curious what engine it has, because the hood, and this is what makes me think about it being an older bus, the hood did not have designation for the engines. It just had the International emblem.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really thinking early 90s for that bus.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looked like to me as well. I mean, it's hard to place, but you got the Dayton rims,
right?
One thing. Then the lack of matching on the hood. I mean, it could be from. Plus the fact that there was already a significant amount of rust.
Yeah, and the only thing that I was kind of surprised were the mud flaps.
Yeah, which were obviously from a newer bus.
That's what I was saying. Because, it's very well possible it could be a newer bus, and for some reason they didn't keep the emblems on the hood or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just think that it's probably an older bus with mud flaps from a newer bus.
Yeah, we'll have to do some research. With the plates and find out. I'm curious.
And when he finds that out, I'll put it in a bus update or something. So you guys can kind of have the follow-up of this, conversation. So I think that's it now. I don't really think we've got anything else. Oh,
I think you may be right.
Another person just going off.
People really drive like around here,
don't they?
There's your monetization.
Yeah, there goes the video.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'll just bleep it out with a...
Yeah, just buzzer it out again.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I guess, thank you guys for watching. If you watch this whole video of us just talking and just, random driving...
Bless your heart.
Thank you.
You probably cannot even see anything.
No.
It's probably pretty dark.
No, I mean, they can see the lights.
Oh, hey.
My lights are on, your lips are off. But, yeah. So... I see what you did there. Very funny. But you want me to turn that off?
Mm-mm.
No? You want it on?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you know what's gonna be on now.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I see what you're doing.
Oh, that's better.
Yep, there we go.
Anyway.
Yeah, so thanks.
Just end this stupid thing over.
I'm trying to do my
Goodness sakes.
outro.
Okay, well, good luck.
You're the one that turned on the light
My
in the middle
lips
of it.
were closed, and you still didn't do your outro.
All right, anyways, we always have this issue where I try to do an outro and then I never do it. So I'm just going to do it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. And, yeah. Go ahead.
One more thing before we go. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Abe.
Abe who?
A-B, shark, dude.
Oh, my God.
All right, the end.